Okay, good morning all. Good evening all. I'm just going to give the attendees a few seconds to enter the room. I apologize for the slightly delayed start. And just bear with me. Okay. All right, so look, good evening, traders. We will be taking things from a different angle this week, focusing our attention on a new addition at FP Markets, and that's the cTrader trading platform. And essentially, what I'll be doing this evening is unwrapping the platform and highlighting some of its key features. It should be noted that it will be almost impossible to cover everything related to cTrader, as it's quite an in-depth platform. But we will go through the basic features and offer you enough to, shall we say, get your feet wet, which allows you a stepping stone to go on and further your understanding in your own time. So the presentation should last no longer than an hour, and I certainly encourage interaction. Therefore, if you have any questions throughout the presentation, please feel free to send any questions across, and hopefully we can address those in real time. If there is anything more complicated that requires a more in-depth response, the team can always help you on a one-on-one basis. Therefore, you may wish to forward your questions to the research team at Market Analyst at FP Markets, Market Analyst at fpmarkets.eu. I think that is. Yes, the email will be in the chat box. So by way of a quick introduction, particularly for those who are new here, my name's Aaron Hill, and I am one of the market analysts at FP Markets. Now, as for sound and visuals, this should be relatively good to go. If there are any issues, please do let me know, and I'll try and see if the support team can help you out. As usual, trade responsibly, guys. This is a quick disclaimer. Derivative products are highly leveraged, carry a high level of risk, and are not suitable for all investors. I'm not going to read through all of the text, but suffice it to say, this is a presentation. Just bear with me. Not a presentation. This is investment advice. This is solely an educational presentation. All right. So really quickly, in terms of the agenda this evening, what is cTrader and how do I access the trading platform? We'll then be exploring the main features of the platform. And then, of course, if you have any more questions or I miss any questions during the presentation, I will be hosting a Q&A at the very end. Now, as I say in all my webinars, any questions missed or those that need a more detailed answer, you can email me and the research team at marketanalyst@fpmarkets.com, and we'll get back to you as soon as we possibly can. You can also use the support team at fpmarkets.com email, and this will go straight to the support team as well. All right, so I will now be switching over to the client portal. So just bear with me here, guys. I just want to ensure that you can see my screen. I believe you can. Just want to ensure that you can. All right. So the first and foremost, how do we download cTrader? This is usually very fast and it presents no issues. But what you will need to do is become a client of FP Markets, and then you'll receive your own client portal. So you'll input your email, your password, and your PIN number. I've already done that, so I'm just going to sign in right now. All right. So as you can see, now just to be clear, with FP Markets, you can download an account, download the cTrader platform from the Downloads tab here. So simply click on the Downloads area, and then select the cTrader platform. Now, just to be clear, with FP Markets, you can operate cTrader through the desktop version, which is what I'm using today. You can also operate cTrader through iOS and Android. For any mobile devices that you wish to use cTrader on. And we also have a web-based version. So this is for those who wish to run cTrader directly from the web without downloading the actual platform. Now, personally, for me, I prefer the downloaded version, so I always prefer the desktop version here. Now, in terms of a demo account, I have had a few questions in the past regarding demo accounts for the cTrader platform. Very simple, very straightforward. All you have to do is go back to your accounts and then simply add a demo account from your main client portal. Simply select the platform. Of course, with FP Markets, you can also have your demo account in MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5, and of course cTrader. So with the demo account, it's very straightforward. As I said, you can select your currency. We have a number of trading currencies, account denominations, account currencies, excuse me, that you can use. So let's select GBP. You can also then select your account type, so standard or raw. Let's go with raw. And then you don't really have any choice with that. So 500-to-1 leverage, and then you can add the account. Now, you will then receive an email. You will then receive your account number through the email. This is the email that you use to sign up with the client portal, which can be then used to log into the platform. Once you've downloaded the platform, of course. Now, the cTrader, I do want to make this clear, but the cTrader platform permits both hedging and netting capabilities. So what that means is the netting system is very, very common nowadays. And the hedging system is very common nowadays. And this really allows you to open as many positions in different directions as you wish. Whereas before, some brokers used to use the netting system, which only allows one position open in any direction for one instrument. All right, so I just want to touch on the account types. So with FP Markets, cTrader is supported on the FP Markets raw and standard accounts. Now, both accounts, look, the raw account is the most popular, but both accounts have a minimum opening balance of 100 Aussie dollars or equivalent. With the raw account, the spreads are from as low as 0 pips. But you will have a commission per lot of around $3 per side. But with the standard account, you will have spreads from around 1 pips, and then you'll have 0 commission. But as I said, the raw account is the most popular, and it's certainly something, if you want to look into, just pop along to the FP Markets main webpage and just seek out account types. All right, let me click things over to the cTrader trading platform. Just want to double sure we are sharing this. Okay. Now, as you can see from the cTrader platform, it is a very simple interface. Now, it generally comes as a default white background, exactly what you see here. Nothing more, nothing less, exactly as this is showing now. But we can change all of this as we go along to suit our preferences. So to kick things off, I will go up to the upper right-hand side of the platform. You will see the account number, the account type, as you can see here, hedging. You will also see the account currency denomination, and then you will see the leverage ratio. You'll also see if this is a live or demo account. All right, so if we click on the drop-down tab here, you'll then have you'll then be able to change your credentials, which really means you can change your password or your cTrader name and modify accounts within cTrader. And you can also create additional trading accounts from this tab here with FP Markets. So if we simply click on this tab, you'll see that the pop-up box comes up. You can simply select live or demo and then click on open a live account. And what that will do is, assuming you have a client portal with FP Markets, it will take you directly to your client portal to sign in, or you'll have to register as a client to access your client portal. All right, very simple, very easy. The second part, so moving across to the left-hand side of the platform here, you will notice we have an easy to read symbol list. So up here we have all symbols. Let me just remove that. There we go. And what this is, it's the symbol list is the asset classes FP Markets offer through cTrader. So the symbol list, as you can see here, is subdivided into different asset classes. Now we have the FX market, spot FX market, the metals market. So I believe this is only precious metals. Yes, it is. Commodities, indices, cryptocurrencies, individual shares for the US, EU, UK, and Hong Kong. We also have a number of ETFs available with FP and bonds as well. Look, with bonds, we only offer the gilt, I think that's the 10-year gilt and the 10-year US Treasury yield. And we also have soft commodities, a number of soft commodities, as you can see there. Now, right-clicking the symbol of interest, let's open the FX market. So right-clicking the symbol of interest, let's go for the dollar yen. So right-clicking the symbol of interest will allow you to create a new order, open a new chart, open the symbol window, and add this currency pair to your watch list. Now, so create a new order. I'm pretty sure this is self-explanatory, but look, we can create a new order here with FP Markets. I will go into this in more detail shortly regarding the order types and things like that. But just know that you can right-click the currency pair, create new order. Now, if you want a new chart for the dollar yen, we already have one here, but it will open another one. So we'll have another one pop up here. And I will go over these chart modes very shortly, but yes, we have the dollar yen popped up there. And if you want the Aussie dollar, you can do the same. And there we go. Symbol window. Now, the symbol window does offer quite a lot of information. Let me just see if I can extend this box. I don't believe I thought I could. No. So with cTrader, you have the symbol window, and there's a lot of information. So we have the currency pair of choice. We have the daily change. As you can see, we've barely changed on the dollar yen today. We're up 0.1%. And then we have the order window. We can actually place an order here. And then we have the chart. So right now we are set at H1. We can also set that at 1 minute, as you can see. Very nice and easy. We also have the depth of market with cTrader in 3 different modes. I will go over these shortly when we get to the active symbol watch list over here. So yes, 3 versions of depth of market. And then you have look, it's very similar to MT4 and MT5, right? So you can find the symbol info. And that gives you all the good stuff like the base asset, the quote asset. So that's the base currency and the quote currency, the minimum pip change. For the dollar yen, so here we're priced to 3 decimal places. Sometimes some brokers do price to 2 decimal places. Lot sizes, swap long, swap short, all the swap rates and things like that. Again, this is with FP Markets, guys. You also have the inverted rate down below here, but other than that, there's not really much else you can do with this. But I think it's a pretty nifty addition to the platform. And then you can add to your watch list. So this is something I really want to emphasize. The watch list is pretty cool with the cTrader platform. So if you want to add, say, the dollar Swiss to your watch list, simply click add to watch or hover over add to watch list. And then if you want to add it to your watch list, my watch list 2, if not, create a new watch list. So simply my watch list 4. And then what you'll do is you'll visit the watch lists tab, which is next to the symbol. And then that will show your watch list in pretty subdivided watch lists, if you will. So we click on My Watch List 4 and it will give you the dollar Swiss. But look, guys, you can add whatever currency pairs, whatever asset classes you want to your watch list. And I should have already explained this, but with the all symbols list here, where you get every single product offered with FP Markets, you'll have the bid and ask rates available, and then the daily change next to it. So it's pretty cool. You can see exactly what's happened, what's currently happening in the market at this time. So yes, watch list. Any questions on the watch list? You can also create a new watch list just from this area here, if you so wish. So you can also minimize this section. So if you don't want to, if you want to see more of the charts, you can just click simply click trade, and that will minimize that section completely. But I'll leave it open for now. So across the top of the platform here, there are a number of functions that we should all be aware of if you're interested in trading with cTrader. Now, the first four tabs, if you will, pretty self-explanatory. Full screen mode. I'm not going to click on full screen mode, but full screen mode, or F11, as you can see, and that will simply just look. We're pretty much in full screen mode now. Switch to color theme. So this is what I was saying. If you prefer a darker color, you can also click. Look, I actually prefer this color, to be honest. It's much easier on the eyes, but I just wanted to show you the default color before switching back. So if it's okay with you guys, I'm going to leave it on the black, on the darkened color, so it's easier on all of our eyes, hopefully. Sounds on. So sounds on or sounds off. If you're setting alerts, it would be pretty beneficial to have your sounds on. And then your language. So you can change the language within the cTrader platform. There are a number of languages that you can add, that you can use within the platform. Nice and easy, very simple and straightforward. With me, guys, sorry about that. So then we move over to the new order. So you can simply click F9 if you want a new order. All right, so the new order tab. With FP Markets, you have with FP Markets within cTrader, you have four major order types. You have the market, you have excuse me, guys. You have market order, limit order, stop order, and stop limit order. I will go over these in detail shortly as we get to, I think it's over this section here. But yes, in the order window, you can simply create a new order. As I said, I will go over this in more detail over here, but yeah, suffice it to say, you can create a new order from this area here, and then just select the symbol of interest. You can also select the symbol of interest from your dedicated watch lists. Yes, but other than that, there's not really much else I want to go over on this part, because I will, as I said, I'll be touching on that shortly over here. We then have this, the Trade Watch. So the Trade Watch is down at this section here. Now, if you've ever used, which I'm sure you have, MT4 or MT5, this will be, this is referred to as your trading terminal. But with the cTrader platform, it's called Trade Watch. Control W to remove it, or you can simply click up there to activate it. And the active symbol panel is this area here. All right, so your active symbol panel, if you want to remove that, you can simply or minimize that, just simply click active symbol panel and it will remove that, and then you'll have a nice display of the charts. Now, personally, I do prefer cTrader in terms for its charting capabilities over MT4. MT5 is pretty good. It's certainly an improvement from MT4 in my opinion with the charts, but cTrader does certainly take it to another level in my humble opinion. Then we have the chart modes. Let's just get rid of this for now. Then we have the chart modes. So with cTrader, we have three chart modes, three modes that we can select. Below here, you will see the main trading charts. Pretty obvious, guys, that is. And these can be displayed as either single, multi, or free chart modes, with the option of also detaching charts to a separate window. Now, this is very handy if you're using a multi-screen setup, which I'm sure most traders do have, even if it's just a laptop on the screen. It's very handy to have have the ability to detach and reattach your charts to the main dock. Now, I do understand MT5 offers this. I'm not sure if MT4 does. It never did when I used to use it regularly, but it never did when I did. I think you can download a certain app that will allow that, but for me, it doesn't. I never really found a way of doing that. But with MT5, it's pretty straightforward as cTrader, to be quite frank. So I will begin in the single chart mode. So the single chart mode is, as its name implies, it's a single chart. But up the top, up the upper part of the chart, you have all the other charts that you've selected. So this is very similar to MT4, right? So you have, on MT4, you have all of your charts and asset classes down here, but up with cTrader, all your asset classes are here. But you can also change the time frames from this part, section as well. So if we want to add another chart, we simply click the cross button, and then you can add charts from either your watch list or your symbol list. And it's exactly the same as what we had over here, guys, the trade watch window. So as I said, add a new chart. Let's add a precious metal. Let's add the silver chart. There we go. So it'll pop up the new silver chart. And look, you can change the preferences and things like that for the chart from background image. You can get rid of that if you want. And you can really refine this to how you trade, because I personally don't like the grids or anything when I'm trading. So yeah, I do tend to remove that. But you can also change the colors of the candles at this point here. So as I said, it's really right-click the chart, as you would do with MT4 and MT5, really. So yes, you can also alter all of this to how you see fit. All right, so that's really the single chart mode. So it's very, as its name implies, it's a single chart. So you can click through all of the charts when and if you need them, and all the charts will be stored up here. So you can open, I'm not sure if there's a limit on the number of charts you can open, but I'm sure there is. Yes, so then we can switch things over to a multi-chart mode. Now, when you do open your cTrader account, your cTrader trading platform account, this will be your default, which is essentially all the charts you have selected in the single chart mode. If I just go back to there, all these charts here are just neatly proportioned, if you will, against each other here. So yes, as I said, this is essentially what you'll see when you open your cTrader platform. And it's what you'll see, it's what's essentially being selected or added in the single chart mode, grouped into one display, as you can see here. You can also add and delete charts from this mode. So if you want to delete the chart, you can simply close the chart and it will disappear. If you want to add a chart, simply open the trade button here. And then simply, so if you've added any charts to your watch list, you will have stars at this point. Okay, so you can easily remove from your watch list there, as you can see. And if you want to add a chart, simply new charts, and it will add the chart to your multi-chart mode there. Nice and easy. Look, in terms of detaching charts, and this goes for the single chart mode as well. So in terms of detaching a chart, simply click the, I'm not even sure what symbol that is, but it will, if you hover over it, it will label it as detached chart. Now that's come up on my other screen. I'm just going to bring that across so you can see. And that will allow you to put that on another screen or another, another screen that you have set up. And yeah, if you want to reattach to the dock, as you can see, reattach chart, find the little symbol at the upper right-hand side of the chart and click, and it will reapply to your, it will reattach to the main dock. And it goes the same, it's the same, exactly the same for the multi-chart mode as well. Now, finally, we also have the free chart mode. Now, don't get too excited. This is not really much difference to the multi-chart mode. All it is the only difference here is you can change the size of the charts. You've got a bit more freedom here if you want to, say if you want the dollar yen to be a little bit bigger, And yeah, and that's really it. But I should have mentioned, just let me go back to the multi-chart mode, that you can trade directly from the charts here, as you can see. But look, you can also do that with MT4 and MT5 with a one-click trading, right? So it's very similar. You can trade directly from the chart here. I personally do prefer the new order window. I like to see things. I've never been a trader that will trade directly from the chart just like this. I always like to see all the details before I execute any trades. Any questions, guys, please do throw them across. I can answer them live if you have any questions regarding the charts and things like that. All right, so we also have, of course, we have the minimize and maximize. So if we go to the single chart mode, this will make it easier for us to see, but we can minimize, maximize the chart. Very similar to MT4 and MT5, guys, nothing different, nothing new. And you can also scroll along with the handy tool at the bottom there. But you can also use your roller on your mouse to minimize and maximize your charts. We then have the different chart types you can use: bar chart, candlesticks, line chart, data chart, area chart, and high, low, and close chart. Look, there's all the shortcuts there for you to work with. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, guys. I've always been a candlestick trader, but nevertheless, there are a number of things, a number of other traders do prefer different chart types. Now we also have the indicators. I'm not going to go. Let me just open an indicator then. So let me find the relative strength index. Let's add the relative strength index. So look, it's very, very, very similar to the MT4 and MT5. It gives you all the source, close price, periods, and you can change the. I believe you can change the colors here as well. Oh, you can. There we go. You can change the colors of the lines and things. But if we click OK, it will then show you your RSI, your indicator. Just bear with me, guys. All right, John, I do see your question. How do you delete a demo or live account you no longer use in your portal? Bear with me, guys. Let me just go back to the portal. I hope you can still see the accounts. Let me just check this coming across. I'm going to have to re-sign back in, John, but I will. But look, maybe my support team can answer that question to you via text to save me trying to have to sign in during the presentation. Just bear with the support team. They'll get back to you, I'm sure, during the presentation. All right, so we've added the indicator here. Let's go. You can hide all the drawings. You know, whoever's used TradingView will know you can also hide drawings. If you want to share a plain chart and you've got all your drawings over it, you can also hide the any drawings you have. And then finally, we have the time frames, right? So here we have a number of time frames, a number of time frames, and yeah. So we can have the standard time series based charts. Then we have the tick charts, Renko charts, range charts, and Heikin-Ashi charts. I have traded the tick charts before. I have traded that, and that was in the futures market, and I found it a very, very cool way of analyzing the price action. I've never traded Renko, range, or Heikin-Ashi. So I've only traded the standard time series charts and the tick charts. But for me, with the FX spot market, it's always with these standard charts. But look, nevertheless, you have access to a number of different time frames, and you can just simply add them to your. If you want to add them to your upper tab here, you just simply click Add there, and as you can see, it pops it up there, and there we go. So you can add. I think you can add as many as you want. I'm not sure, but I assume we only need a couple, a handful of time frames. I don't believe we need that many. Even if you're a multi-time frame price action trader. All right, so if we're all clear with the tabs above here, I will now move to the right of the main chart. You have a toolbar here. I'm pretty sure you've noticed that. It offers you a number of tools, of course, to use, and this will be particularly beneficial for price action traders. So we have all the usual good stuff. We have the horizontal lines, the trend lines, and the arrows and things like that. We do have the Fibonacci retracement. I've never used a fan or time zones, and I wouldn't even be able to explain to you what they are. I'm a big fan of the retracement and expansion levels, especially with the harmonic patterns. So I do use them very frequently, expansion and retracement. But yes, there's a number of things here. There's also a very cool feature with the, let me go on the multi-chart mode because I think it's really cool, the chart shot feature. So if you want to take a picture of just the charts, you can do that, and it will go across to all of your charts, and it will manually select your chart and highlight the area that you want to use. You also have price alerts. So let's click on the price alert. I'm not sure why that's not working, guys. It should have showed up. Look, I'm not sure why that's not working. Just bear with me. You can set the price alert manually from the chart by right-clicking, but it should. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's not allowing me. Normally it does. Normally you click on the price alert and it just brings something up. But yes, nevertheless, there are a number of things here you can use. Look, it's very similar to most platforms, guys. You can apply to your charts. Oh, there we go. Sorry, there's the price alert there. So you can set your price alert, set the price alert from this area here, and it will ask you for the ask, bid, and the price level that you want, and obviously the symbol you want to set the alert on, and show pop-up or play sound. Hence why you will need the sound on from this point here, up here, if you want the to play a sound. All right, let me just check. The team have. Is the seconds time frame included? Let me just check. I believe. No, it isn't. No. Wow, Anthony, you trade the seconds time frame. You're a very short-term trader there. No, it isn't. Not from what I see. Whether we can add that, I've never. I didn't even look into that, to be quite honest with you. I've never looked at the second time frame, but I do know TradingView offers that. I don't think MT4 or MT5 offer that, but no, according to what we're seeing here, no, it does not offer. But you can always use the tick time frame, right? I'm pretty sure 7 ticks and stuff like that is pretty close to what you want. So yes, to answer the question, unless we can edit things, which I don't think we can, no, there's no seconds time frame included with cTrader. All right, so to the right-hand side of the chart, you'll see so what was this? This was referred to as the active symbol panel. Now, as its name implies, active symbol is the symbol that you've clicked on. So I've clicked on the pound-dollar chart, and that will show you all the details for that currency pair here. You'll also see, if I click to the dollar-yen, it will do the same. So let's go back to the pound-dollar. So first and foremost, you will have your order window. As you remember, you can also select new order, F9, but you can also do it from your active symbol window here. Now, I did briefly mention that we have 4 types of order types available with cTrader: market, limit, stop, and stop limit. Now let's click on the market order. Very simple, very straightforward. If you want to buy or sell, we buy at the ask, guys, and we sell at the bid. So here are your ask prices. There is your bid price. It gives you a numerical value for the spread, gives you the high and low. I believe that's the high and low of the day, or it might be of the candle that we've selected. I believe it's the high and low of the day. Yes, it's the high. It must be the high and low of the day. Anyway, you can also input your volume here in terms of units. So 1,000. So if you want 10,000, we all know that's a mini lot. If you want 100,000, that's a standard lot, guys. And what it does is it gives you the margin calculation here. We also have market range. So rather than me, the information tab says it best. Select the maximum deviation from the price you see in the platform at which your order can be filled. So a deviation of 0 will attempt to fill your order as a limit order. So it's just asking you how much deviation around your entry order that you will be willing to accept. Then we have stop loss. Put in all your stop loss details here. Take profit. Guys, I assume before we execute any trade, we do use a stop loss order. So this will be very handy for you to use. We also have the trading stop here if you want to execute that. and then you simply place order and add any comments that you have. We then have also the depth of market. Now, the depth of market, let me go back to the depth of market. Just bear with me. The depth of market is up here, but we also have the depth of market in the symbol, active symbol window. I'll go over that when we get to that point there. We also have a calendar. This is all just for that currency pair, guys. So this is the depth of market just for the pound dollar. And then we also have the calendar, and we should have news down here, symbol info, and then inverted rate, market hours, and the leverage. But look, once we click over to the depth of market, we have 3 types of depth of market available, or DOM, with the cTrader account. Now, the depth of market, what it does is a measure of the total amount of open buy and sell orders for a symbol at different prices. Now, as I said, there's 3 different types of depth of market available with cTrader. The standard, what I have selected now, the standard DOM, or DOM, displays the price and the amount of liquidity, available at that price. So at 24,207, we have 250,000 at this present time. The standard DOM actually just allows you to view the current depth of the market, but crucially, guys, it doesn't allow you to trade. You can't trade from the standard DOM here. You can try, you can right click, it won't allow you. This is where you need to switch across to the price DOM. All right, and here you can trade. So with the price DOM, this does allow you to trade with buy or sell stop and limit orders. And you can manage the positions directly from the depth of market table, or as cTrader refers it to as the table, but it's actually a ladder, isn't it? And you can also, I can set a sell limit at this point, or as you know, guys, a sell limit is above the current market price, and a sell stop is below the current market price. And with a buy order, buy stop above the current market price, you can set using the DOM ladder, and then a buy limit below the current market price. I'm sure we're all aware of that. Yes, so I'm not going to go ahead and click any of that, but yes, you can trade directly from the depth market ladder. Then we have the VWAP, the volume weighted average price. Look, I have to be completely frank with you. I've never traded from this DOM, so I can't really comment much. But there is plenty of information regarding this from those that do trade from the VWAP DOM. And of course, you can always visit the cTrader website for more information if you're interested in trading using this. Yes, so other than that, with the active symbol panel, we have the calendar and news. So I actually quite like the calendar on cTrader. It's pretty cool, and it gives you enough information. You can also click on the data, and it will give you a rundown of what the indicator is, and the currency, the country and currency it will likely affect. And as you can see, it gives you a number of, and you can also filter this, right? You can also filter this from today, tomorrow, next week, and last week as well. It's much like the same as any other calendar. It's not amazing, but it does the job. It certainly does the job. Then we have news. I quite like this with the cTrader platform. I think MT5 does this as well, and MT4 as well. News. So they offer the news. I've never used this from this platform, to be honest with you. But yeah, we do have a number of. You can also. Sorry, guys, I'm just reading the US House Speaker McCarthy. We are nowhere near a deal yet, but this morning they were near a deal. So yeah. Yeah, so you can get all the open news here, all the active news for the around the world. All right, so now we move on to the Trade Watch. Let's remove this so we're nice and free. Let's remove the active symbol and remove that. All right, now on the Trade Watch, again, for anyone that's traded with the MT4, MT5 platforms, it's simply the same as your trading terminal. I do not see much difference, to be quite frank. The trading terminal is the Trade Watch, as it's called on cTrader, is positioned at the lower side of the interface, clearly displaying, as you can see, important terms, such as your account balance, your equity, margin use, all this exactly the same really as MT4 and MT5. Free margin, margin level. I believe that's the margin percent in MT4 and MT5. And then your smart stop out. Now this is a bit different from MT4 and MT5. Now the smart stop out can be explained as quite simply as a mechanism that closes only a part of the position with the largest margin should equity fall below the margin level. So with MT4 and MT5, if your margin falls below, your equity falls below your margin, you will get what many refer to as a margin call. So you'll receive an email from the broker, and your terminal will, your trading terminal will turn red at this point here. But with if my memory serves me correct, FP markets work with a 50% stop out level, and that's where the equity moves below the margin by around 50%, and that's when the broker will begin to close out your positions automatically to protect you and, of course, the broker as well. So the smart stop out is unique to as you can see, it's 50% here as well as with it because it's with FP markets, but it's, as I said, it's unique to cTrader, and it offers two stop out functions. It's got the smart stop out and fair stop out. So I won't go into too much detail, but if you're interested, do check that out because it's a pretty cool feature. But hopefully, if we're all handling our risk management, and we won't ever have to contend with this, we shouldn't have to anyway. So other than these smart stop outs, you will have access to a range of options at this point at the upper part of the panel. Positions, orders, history, price alerts. So these are transactions, journal, and automate. I'm sure most of these are self-explanatory, but positions display the current positions, the current open orders, pending orders. The orders is for your pending orders. The trading history, simply all of your closed trades. Price alerts, so any alerts you have in the system. The transactions tab, it shows any deposits and withdrawals. And finally, the journal. Now, a journal shows, it's not so much a trading journal as we work with as traders. It's more as shows the activity or each event that takes place on your platform since the account was opened. Additionally, below the trade watch, you have the trading session. So right now, of course, we're in New York and London's closed, and then we have the current time to the lower right hand side. As you can see, we are now in GMT time. So I think it does automatically set to your time zone. So we have, we're now 5:43 not in the UK, but we're 6:47 in the UK. So it's it's UTC right now. But it will set automatically to your current your time zone where you are located. We also have with cTrader, we have what's known as access to cTrader Copy, as you can see here, cTrader Automate, and cTrader Analyze. Very quickly on the cTrader Analyze, it's very similar to your statements, right? So here you'll get an overview of how you're performing. So your balance equity, your equity curve, all that good stuff, and it gives you some information about how you're doing, how you're performing as a trader. Then the cTrader Copy. The cTrader Copy allows users of the platform to basically invest in other trading strategies, as well as providing, one's own strategies for copying by other traders. We can easily click on anyone we're interested in, any provider we're interested in, but you can filter this up here if you wish. Let's click on this one. Here you can pretty much see all of their details. Let me just try and check. Let me just see. It gives you a number of things. So for anyone that's that's visited the social trading platform we have with FP Markets, it's a very similar setup that they have going here in terms of presentation. So we can see the minimum investment regarding your as required for the strategy to invest in the strategy, and all the fees and things. 10% profitable. Profit factor, which is very, very good. Look, for me, profit factor above 150 is considered good enough, and above 2 is considered ideal. Look, all the profit factor is, for anyone that doesn't know, it's simply the gross profit divided by the gross loss. And so, look, if we make 10,000 but we lose 5,000, our profit factor is 2. 10,000 divided by 5,000. So it's generated twice as much profit as it's lost. We can go through all of the details here, but that's certainly for another time. Really then, cTrader Automate. We then have cTrader Automate. I'm not going to go into detail with that because, look, I don't trade. I'm not an algorithmic trader. I never have been. And I'm sure that I know there are other traders out there that are far more competent at explaining this. But if you're into the algo trading and the algo side of things, cTrader Automate opens the door for really developing custom trading indicators and what's known as CBOTs. Finally, if you require any more help, you can also click on the Help Center here and get all your information that you need here. But other than that, look, do contact our customer support team. They're very knowledgeable, and they can certainly help you if you have any issues. Let me just check to see if... guys, are there any questions before I switch off from the platform? Just so I'm sure. And all right, I'll click back to the, whoops, I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry about that, guys. It should be there. And there we go. Thank you. So let me just check. All right. So look, thank you very much, guys, for bearing with me for the past 51 minutes, I believe. Look, if there are any specific topics you wish the team here to talk about, please do send in your requests to the market analyst at fpmarkets.com email, or any questions related to this presentation, any suggestions, again, to that email would be good. Also, feel free to check out the FP Markets Trading Hub. It's, as I say, in every presentation is packed with educational articles and analysis and all that good stuff. We also have the Trading Academy, guys, packed again with videos, in-depth articles, and it's continually growing. So please do be sure to go and check that out, especially if you're a new trader looking to get your feet wet in the markets. Just want to check, just one more check to see if everything's all good. All right, so in terms of the other webinars, we have a number of webinars in June to look forward to. So we are going to open the door to Trading Central. That's already active for any live clients. We'll then that's on the 13th of June, I believe. Let me just double check so I'm sure. As you can see, it should be in the chat box. Just bear with me, guys. I apologize about this. It should be, I think that's the 13th of June. We have Trading Central with FP Markets. Again, same time, guys. Then we have Using Dow Theory. Using Dow Theory on the 13th of June. Yes, it's just been confirmed there in the chat box. Then we have Using Dow Theory on the 20th of June. Same time, guys. Dow Theory is an awesome method to use. So awesome strategy for any investors present. And then we're on the 27th of June. Again, at the same time, we're going to look at the long and colourful head and shoulders pattern. And again, same time, guys. So do be sure to register your interest for that. And I'll see you all at those webinars. Thank you very much once again for your time. And I hope you're now more informed regarding the cTrader trading platform. This is pretty much all we have for today. Thanks once again for taking the time out of your morning, afternoon, or evening. And I hope you are, as I said, able to walk away slightly more informed than when you joined. Thank you very much for joining. Have a pleasant evening.